wife of Shettima finally come out to set the media on fire. It was few hours ago that the wife of Shettima came out to speak out the truth as regards what they be hiding, as regards all the Boko Haram thing and all of that. It's not yesterday, it is not few days ago, it is not even this month, it's not even this year that a lot of fingers are be pointing back to Shettima, that Shettima is one of the pioneer of Boko Haram, why some are linking him to terrorism and all of that. A lot of video evidences are be circulating on media as regards what Shettima have to do with the Boko Haram and all of that, but the truth of the matter have finally been unveiled. The wife of Shettima have finally burst out to actually unveil the truth the way it is. Come and hear what this woman said as regards what Shettima have to do with the Boko Haram and all of that. Come and hear things for yourself. I will play the full video for you to see things the way it goes. Nobody ever see it coming. Even Shettima himself never expected it. A lot is actually going on that Nigerians did not even know. Nigerians did not even know what is actually going on as regards the Boko Haram and the infantry they have to be operating everywhere in the northern part of Nigeria. So I'll play the full video for you to see things the way it goes. So if you can share the video, just go to share it. Share to different social media platforms, share to groups, share to a lot of people. Let a lot of people get to know what's actually happening as far as Nigeria is concerned. And if you can share the video, just like it. Confession is ongoing. You will hear things for yourself. If you can share the video, like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Just stay connected. I'll come back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
mutanen Nigeria bana mutanen gobe ne kuwa kai mutum ne gobe ne amma ga jiganna ka san ka jiganna ko ga jiganna
I intentionally show you the videos that are actually showcasing on media, is circulating on every social media platform, of how they actually saw Shettima with alleged Boko Haram and all of that in the bush. You can see things the way it goes. Now, a lot of people are pointing fingers at Shettima, that Shettima knows so much as regards Boko Haram. Some are even saying that Shettima is even the one that is anchoring the Boko Haram thing, that is the pioneer with Animodi Sheriff and all of that. Now, Animodi Sheriff came out some time ago and make it known to the general public that Shettima is the founder of Boko Haram. The moment the man noticed that a lot of fingers are pointing back to him, he came out and said Shettima is the founder of the Boko Haram. Now, before I will play you everything that the wife of Shettima actually said and all of that, before you hear things from this woman, listen to what Animodi Sheriff said. Look at your screen. Look at what this man said as regards Shettima. That was 2016, August 25, 2016. That was when Animodi Sheriff came out to actually utter that statement that Shettima is the founder of Boko Haram. Now, a lot of fingers are pointing back to Shettima. All these things are allegedly. They pointing hands at Shettima, that Shettima knows a lot as regards the terrorism thing and all of that. Now, look at what Shettima himself said some time ago as regards the terrorism thing that is ongoing in Nigeria. That was when Tinubu entered office. You can see it on your screen. Unless we want to engage in an endless war of attrition, there cannot be a military solution to the crisis in the Northwest. There has to be a kinetic and non-kinetic solution. That was what Shettima said. If you notice, it was the same thing that Sheikh Gumi always say. That man that always stand as a middleman for bandits. The same thing that Shettima is saying in this place, that was the same thing that Sheikh Gumi always come out to say. And nobody is arresting, nobody is saying anything as regards him. Now, I want to play you the full video now for you to see everything that the wife of Shettima actually spit out and confess. You will hear things for yourself in this very video. I would like us to stay connected to the end of the video. If you can share the video, just go to share it. Share it to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. Let a lot of people get to know what's going on as far as Nigeria is concerned. As this Boko Haram thing is concerned, as this Nigeria terrorism is concerned, let a lot of people get to know everything that they need to know. Let them know it. Share the video. Share it to different social media platforms. And if you can share it, like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. First of all, let me play you varieties of videos where a lot of fingers are pointed back to Shettima, and during the video shortly you will hear what Shettima's wife actually spit out as regards Shettima. A lot of people were actually confused what's going on with Shettima and his wife. Stay connected, hear things for yourself. I'll come back again.
Nigerians should be focused. We have a very, very serious problem. Nigeria is at the brink, especially as it concerns security. You must have an enabling environment in order to do anything. So you cannot take someone that is virtually senile and another person that has been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A multi-billion-dollar industry because it takes a lot of money on defense budget. It has a lot to do with the sale of drugs. It has a lot to do with mining and illegal bunkering and illegal and illicit mining. And look at the areas that are generally affected by this. Take the Northeast, for instance. In the Northeast, you have the blue diamond. That is a strategic mineral. You have oil at the Chad Basin that is being explored right now, but illegally. You have Zamfara. If you go to Zamfara, Zamfara has more gold than Ghana. Zamfara's gold is being traded in Dubai and other parts of the country. There is a market called Nigerian gold in Dubai. Go and check. So who is doing this mining? Most times they are the governors, the people in power. They are the ones doing it in connivance. In connivance. with foreign mercenaries. Can you remember? Have we forgotten when they said there is a no-fly zone in Zamfara? Why should there be a no-fly zone? There isn't even an airport in Zamfara, but aircrafts land and they take off from Zamfara. And let me tell you something else. In Zamfara, every container that comes from China ends up in Zamfara. You know why? Because in Zamfara, the soil in Zamfara has all the strategic minerals that you can think of. So when the containers come in from China, they land they end in Zamfara, and a bag of Zamfara soil is today sold at 5,000. So they need to displace the people to allow them to continue with their mining. I mean, it's multifaceted. And these are people that one has been severally accused of harboring terrorists, even recently. And why? Let us ask, why should Shettima be visiting, along with his governor, be visiting and making a solidarity with a police officer that was being tried for drug trafficking? Why? So you begin to put these things together and you begin to understand why Nigerians must retrieve their country.
Sharif addressed the press 2 days ago and attempted to insult the collective intelligence and memory of Nigerians by denying any links with the dangerous, dreaded Boko Haram sect. I did reply him yesterday, and I'm expecting him to sue me, because he said he wanted to sue an Australian. You don't need to go to Australia. I'm ready to join issues with him, because not only did he sponsor that organization by providing funds for them, in 2003 he had a deal with the Boko Haram sect to get him to win the election, and if he won his re-election, he will compensate the organization. When he won that election, he appointed LAJUPOG as the Commissioner for Religious Affairs to implement Sharia in that state. When the man attended the first Executive Council meeting, he discovered that they were all talking about contracts and how to steal money. So he went back to the camp, the Boko Haram camp, and said, "Where you send me to is Gida Barawi, the house of thieves. I can no longer be part of them." So he was asked to resign, and that was how Foy resigned from the government of Mutu Sharif. So to say that you don't know them is the greatest lie.
Oh, what started Boko Haram? Everybody knows. It was started in Borno by the then Borno governor, Ali Sharif. He's still roaming the streets freely. Yes. When Yusuf was caught alive, who created it? The Ecomog. Who created the Ecomog? We have to look at the root cause in order to find a solution. The root cause of that problem, as we know it today, is Ali Sharif. He used them for his own political machinery. He armed them as his political thugs. He even made one of them a commissioner, but they became too powerful, and they had no option but to try an elimination.
Everywhere, Nigeria is under siege. To move from one state to another is a problem. Before this government came to power in 2015, the problem of insecurity was restricted to Northeast. Though once in a while you see pockets of problem, maybe armed robbery or kidnapping in different parts of the country, but people were free to move about freely. Today, nationwide, everywhere, farmers cannot even go to farm. People are being killed daily. Nigeria had turned to be a massive graveyard, painted with innocent blood. at this point, we must be careful with those we vote for, with those who hand over power to. We warned the Nigerian people in 2014-2015 that APC as a party cannot fight corruption and cannot stop insecurity. But people refuse to listen. And look at the situation now. Nobody can deny the obvious. I want to present two publications. If I review those two publications, it will not be in the court of the Nigerian people to make up their mind as to who they want to vote for. As it's always said, it's teaching time save 9. We are looking at what the APC vice presidential candidate said so many years ago when he was just declared winner as a Borno State governor-elect. The interview he granted to David, in which he said, what we need to deal with Boko Haram is political solution. Shettima calls for political solution. This from Sun newspaper. Date Tuesday, May 17, 2011. The Borno State governor-elect Alhaji Kashim Shettima said Boko Haram requires political solution. He told the whole world and those who care to listen that it is wrong to use the military to fight Boko Haram. He argues strongly that Boko Haram members are our sons and daughters, and as a result, the use of force or killing them is not justified. He was bitter and very angry why the then president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, will not accept to grant Boko Haram amnesty. He said if Ter.Ror granted the Niger Delta militants amnesty, why will Goodluck Ebele Jonathan not grant Boko Haram amnesty, dialogue with them and grant them their request? Saying the use of force or using military to fight them was uncalled for, that they should be invited. You discuss with them, find out what they want, grant them their request. That is the option put forward by Alhaji Kashim Shettima, the one who wants to be our vice president if Tinubu is voted into office. Remember his stand, and he will never change from that stand, that the use of the military to fight Boko Haram is wrong. They should not be killed. Dialogue with them, grant them their request, grant them an amnesty. Under questionable circumstances, which defies understanding, Chibok girls were adopted, about 300 of them. According to federal authorities, those students were not supposed to be in school by that time. It was argued that they were brought to write exam. And so many questions were flying. Which exam? Even the federal government considered something fishy and was in doubt as to whether they were actually adopted or somebody was just trying to cover up something. But the Governor of the State then, Alhaji Kashim Shettima, was furious and boiling that for 2 weeks after the girls were adopted, the federal government is not doing enough to rescue them. He was blackmailing the government in one way or the other, that they are feeling unconcerned. He was at a point confrontational that the federal government must bring back those girls. Kashim Shettima granted an interview to CNN. In that interview, Kashim Shettima did the unthinkable, as is presented here. Shettima urged AG to swap terrorists for students. Shettima urged AG, the federal government, to swap terrorists for students. In that case, a sitting governor called for a swap deal with terrorists. He said the federal government should release Boko Haram members in detention. One terrorist for one girl adopted. It was a very strange option, and the government was not happy about it. If you accept as a policy a swap deal with terrorists, no school in the north will be safe, and terrorists will be emboldened to operate freely, to operate without a challenge.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear everything that was said in this very video, even to the extent that Femi Falana, the senior advocate of Nigeria, a very, very great lawyer as far as Nigeria is concerned, was saying it in this very video. He said Animodu Sheriff is one of the founder of Boko Haram, and it's not like just sponsoring Boko Haram. He said he is one of the co-founder. That was what Falana was saying in this very video with his full chest. He was even telling him to Animodu Sheriff that he did not need to go and sue someone in Australia for linking him to terrorism in Nigeria and all that. He should come and sue him, that he needs to come and challenge him in court. That was what Falana was saying. But yet, Animodu Sheriff couldn't sue him. Now, the wife of Shettima was making it known to the general public that all the pictures, all the video where they saw Shettima alongside with some other people in the north or the so-called terrorists and all of that, said Shettima did not have anything to do with them. That was what the wife of Shettima was saying, but a lot of Nigerians still don't believe the fact because the video is circulating beyond reasonable doubt. Because looking at the video that you first of all saw in the beginning of this video, you will notice that Shettima was found among some people that they labeled as Fulani S-men or Boko Haram or whatever they call them. They just labeled them as terrorists and all of that. Shettima was even talking to them in a friendly way, tapping them from behind and all of that. They were playing, they were joking and all of that. But people said those people are actually terrorists, but we don't really know maybe they're terrorists or not. Now another picture was circulating where we saw Shettima seated with some alleged terrorists and all of that, eating bread and maybe beans with them, or I don't know. Now a lot of people are pointing fingers at Shettima, even the so-called Animodu Sheriff, that a lot of people have been saying that is the founder of Boko Haram in Nigeria. That man have been pointing finger back to Shettima and said he is not the founder, that Shettima is the founder. Those are what these people are actually saying, but everything is allegedly. Now a lot is still ongoing, which a lot of Nigerians did not still know. How did Boko Haram just have the full infantry, the temerity to be parading themselves up and down day and night? Like it have never happened in the history of Nigeria before. The rate to which they're actually taking the life of innocent people in Nigeria is becoming more alarming. It's just like these people have the full temerity now. They never had the infantry before. All the poofing that they poofing is just like sideline poofing. Like they did not have the mind, they just doing it secretly. But now they're doing it with their full chest. That's what those people are doing now. Meaning that they have the full advantage, the full infantry, the full audacity. Nobody to challenge them. It's just like they have some godfathers somewhere that are in power. That's the energy and the voltage to which these people are actually operating now, because the number of people they taking their life every day is actually alarming. Now people are saying that they did not expect the wife of Shettima to actually come out, to actually come and speak against Shettima and all of that. They said they did not expect her to come and speak against the husband. Now they said what Shettima wife is saying, that Shettima wife cannot prove it, that Shettima did not have hand in all the terrorism that is happening in Nigeria. Those are what Nigerians are actually saying. Now for Shettima to come out to actually advise Tinubu the moment Tinubu newly enter as the president of Nigeria, and Shettima happens to be the vice, for Shettima to come out to advise Tinubu that they did not need to use army to clear Boko Haram and all of that, and they said they need to use kinetic stores and blah blah blah. Now you notice that it is the same thing that Sheikh Gumi have actually been saying and nobody arresting for. That shows that what Sheikh Gumi and what Shettima is saying is actually kind of interwoven. Now a lot of people are saying that Sheikh Gumi is one of the sponsors and the pioneer of Boko Haram or terrorists in Nigeria. They said in fact Nigerians are even calling him middleman for terrorists now. But the same thing that this man have been saying, Sheikh Gumi, is the same thing that Shettima too said. These people are saying they should be negotiating with Boko Haram. In fact, it even got to a time, I think it was the regime of Goodluck, Shettima was actually saying that Goodluck should be doing amnesty for Boko Haram members and all of that. That was what Shettima said back then, allegedly, according to report in the regime of Goodluck. For someone to come out to be pitying Boko Haram, the same way that Sheikh Gumi was coming out to pity Boko Haram and telling them that those Boko Harams in the bush, they are their brothers, they are in the bush and all of that, that nobody should take their life or alive them in the name of army or US army or Nigerian army or all of that, that they should be negotiating with them. Once they catch them, they should just give them amnesty and all of that, and they label them as repentant Boko Haram. Now those are the things that Sheikh Gumi have been saying, and the same thing is still what Shettima have been saying also. What do you think is going on? What do you think these people know? What do you think these people are up to? Drop a opinion in the comment section on this video. That's why a lot of people are saying that these people really have direct hand in the terrorism that's ongoing in Nigeria allegedly. Now drop a opinion in the comment section on this video, as I'm gonna dedicate another channel for you. Share, follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG Watch TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video, and bye for now. Peace out.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the bar, where politician with the do pass himself. Why you waiting for church? All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.